Hey guys, what's going on? My name is 97 John Boy, and I'm here with the usual crew, Savage Acorn and that lad Dazz, and today we're reviewing the WWE 2016 Royal Rumble. How are you guys doing this fine evening?
Well, it's 4 o'clock in the morning for me, so.
I'm doing great, especially with our Lord and Savior Triple H winning back the WWE World Heavyweight Championship for the 14th time. Everything's fine. We had a great church band named AJ Styles come out to some great church music. And,
I know, I was like, wow, AJ Styles confirmed as the new primetime player.
Yeah, I was expecting him, with that type of music, I was expecting him to come out with a freaking deacon robe.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead.
I did say he was AJ
Fashion.
CJ Fashion.
Maybe he would have gotten bigger pop if it was CJ Fashion. It's like, who the fuck's this nerd? Oh god damn it! I can't believe that show. That was a disappointing show.
Let's just go in order so that way we can structure things properly.
Fuck structure! Fuck that company! Alright. First match. The opening match was for the Intercontinental Championship, the last man standing match. Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose. Great match. They brawled all over the place. They beat each other to shit. JBL compared them to a lot of guys and a lot of different matches. They beat each other to hell using a lot of weapons, a lot of tables. It was a great match. I loved it. It was it was the match of the night for me.
It was, hands down, definitely. I definitely think that Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose were actually had the handcuffs off and they were, let out there to go do what they do best, and that's actually, professional wrestle.
Do you think the match would have been any better if they wrestled each other 3 times in the past 2 weeks?
Probably, given the talent that in the ring. Probably.
You think the match would have been better?
If we're starved of it, then most likely it'll be a lot more better if let's just say they never really touched each other or never had a match.
See, I compared to Kalisto and Alberto Del Rio beating each other week after week.
Even Steven booking right there, that never gets anyone over, but we'll get to that when we get to the match. But back to Kevin Owens.
I was just saying, this was done correctly, that's why I liked it.
Yeah, it was done well. Dean Ambrose got the belt at TLC, and he kept it.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and run through the match really quick. This is the only match I really did this for because it's what interested me. But they used stairs, candlesticks, brawled over the announce desk. Owens threw Ambrose in the corner barricade and hit that somersault spot, which was awesome.
His somersault cannonball spot.
Yeah, JBL compared this match to Foley and The Rock at Royal Rumble. Then he compared it to Umaga and John Cena at 2007 Royal Rumble.
First of all, JBL's a freaking joke, so let's not even...
And then JBL compares it to a last man standing match he had with Kurt fucking Angle.
Yeah, whatever, JBL.
Okay.
He hasn't contributed a thing since he came back.
Owen grabs a ton of chairs, puts it in the ring, and then he takes a seat, sits down in the middle of the ring. He had two chairs there. I thought they were going to do a Necro Butcher spot. Disappointed.
Close enough with the,
I love this match to fucking death, but I don't want to go through it because this show exhausted me. I'm so disappointed with the finish of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go straight to the finish. Fuck it. Yeah. So Kevin Owens sets up these chairs in the middle of the ring, and he make like a chair out of these, a table out of these chairs here, and and on the outside there's like 2 tables stacked up. So Kevin Owens goes to top rope, and he's gonna do something or he puts Dean on top of the chairs, and he goes to top rope, and Dean just jumps up and throws him down, and Kevin Owens goes down through 2 tables, and he's down for the 10 count. It was a great match. It was fucking awesome, and it kept my interest the entire time. Kevin Owens is wonderful with his facials. He's a great performer, and keep up the good work, man.
One little quick note, when Kevin Owens was setting up the table close to the beginning of the match outside of the ring, I heard him scream to somebody, "Thanksgiving's in November, you idiot." That was priceless.
I heard someone yell. That was pretty funny. Someone yells like, "I feel like you're wasting everyone's time right now."
Yeah, you feel like you're wasting your time right now.
Match was it was short. It just felt kind of short, but it was sweet. The match felt very important. The title felt very important. I could tell that these guys wanted the title badly. and it felt like the championship actually had some value with it.
Well, see, that's what happens when you actually build a feud, right?
Yeah.
You get matches like these. Now, this is a blow-off, I'm guessing, but we'll get to that in the Rumble.
Yeah.
When we talk about that.
Second match tonight, we had New Day versus the Usos for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. Xavier returned with his trombone. Then the New Day did their dumbass gimmick, and they killed me to death, and I was so fucking bored and did not want to watch a Royal Rumble, and because of this segment, it ruined the match for me.
All the New Day matches, to me, blend together.
Yep, nothing important.
You can't tell one from another. That's just how it is. They stay the tag team champions. They're a great personality.
They were a great personality.
They are. Well, they still are in a sense because they get a reaction out of the crowd, unlike a majority of the talent that's on the roster right now.
I think Usos are really good with the crowd. So are the primetime players. I think a lot of tag teams are.
Primetime players haven't been on Raw or on anything meaningful in how long?
No, but still, I think they're doing great with the crowd. The New Day are boring, and they kill every segment to death on Raw. They're just overused because they were one of the good things on Raw when they had that long span of shitty Raws. They were the only good thing pretty much on the Raw.
I think a majority of the people would prefer to see New Day than they would the freaking Usos, who are stale.
No, I'd prefer to see the New Day over the Usos, that's correct, but not in segments that take 80 fucking years where they just babble on about nothing.
Well, see, no one wants to see that from anyone.
Well, yeah, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying just because they're over in the slightest than anyone else doesn't mean they get to be put in shitty segments.
Yeah, they don't have to be put in segments that take forever. But
that's what I'm complaining about.
Yeah.
It's boring, and they shouldn't have done it.
So they're right now the hottest tag team they have, but WWE really needs more tag teams. They're really running out.
Well, thank God we have the newest tag teams, such as Mark Henry and Jack Swagger.
Oh, jeez.
Is that actually? Oh.
Yep, they're a tag team now. Commentators have to prove how entertaining they are. They had to convince us, the listeners and viewers, that they were really entertaining. That's what it is. I'm fucking serious. They had to tell us how entertaining the New Day are.
Well, that's what happens when WWE finds something that actually works in the slightest bit. They'll just take it and run it into the ground. They'll nosedive it straight into the freaking ground. No mercy whatsoever. That's why WWE's in the... Well, it's a multitude of reasons why WWE is where it's in right now.
I don't even want to talk
about
that.
They're making the most money right now. They're making a lot of money. However, it always gets to a point with corporations where you start to have to make your fans happy and listen to them, or else your company will just crumble. WWE's not at that point yet, but hopefully they will be, because that will actually listen to their fans and become authentic again.
Sure.
Which they're not. Sure. They're just a bland, everyday corporation that doesn't listen to the fans. They don't feel like they have to.
So, an Uso didn't see a tag while he was working over Kofi or whatever, and then Big E just hopped in and did a big ending on him, and they retained.
Yeah, this match was a whatever. You about a month from now, you could have sat there and watched the match from beginning to end, and about a month from now, you won't remember what happened. You could care less.
Then we had Alberto Del Rio versus Kalisto for the U.S. Championship. Kalisto beat him for the title using a wacky bulldog finish. I have nothing to say about the match.
You see, I like the match because I like Kalisto. The more and more I see him, he reminds me of Rey Mysterio, and I actually like that. He's very marketable. He's over with the fans, and it's always great to see the fans enjoying themselves, especially when someone's out there. And to have him just flying around the ring and being as entertaining as he is, I'm glad he won. I don't agree with the way they did it with the even Steven booking of having him win.
I think that degrades the feud a lot more that they beat Kalisto for the title in SmackDown. So I didn't really care for the match because
like what they're doing with it all is just fucking stupid.
He beat the heel clean, and then the heel beats him. I don't know if it was clean or not because I don't watch those shows because they're terrible. But he beat him clean. And they're having a rematch, the exact same match, and he beat him clean again.
All that's true, but for what it was worth, the match itself was relatively...
Yes, the match was good. I liked the match. I gave it 2 stars.
You know, I got kind of scared when I seen Callisto stand on Alberto Del Rio's back while he was bending over. He tried to go for a jumping sunset flip off of his back, and he landed straight on his head.
Yeah, he's still fucking up a little bit, but hey, it's what Mexicans do in WWE. It's harder for them to get used to the style.
Oh boy,
You know what?
Mysterio was just
The best
fine.
thing I have to look forward to right now is Lucha Underground, so that's a
That
reason
starts
not
about
to drink a ton of bleach tonight.
That starts about another week? Next
No,
week?
this Wednesday.
Oh, this Wednesday. Oh wow.
Yep. Then we had the Divas match. Charlotte retained.
Okay. There was nothing really notable in this match at all, other than Ric Flair actually put his hands on freaking Becky Lynch, what I guess should count as a disqualification. He kissed her, and then she hit him, and it was just weird to see that in this day and age. But
you guys want to run through the match at all?
no, not really. I thought the only cool thing I thought was the match was when Charlotte did her figure four on Becky Lynch's neck. That's all I thought was relatively impressive, and apparently Charlotte's new move is the spear.
Yeah,
Awesome.
which is done really, 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 really fucking shit.
Yeah.
She's taking some pointers from Edge, I guess, and Edge isn't the best person to take pointers from for a spear, and that's for sure. But
Where he gently
right
hugs
now.
their stomach.
yeah, he gently
places
hugs
them
her
on the
stomach.
ground.
He doesn't ram them into oblivion like Goldberg or Rhino.
I got to Rhino for fucking spear tips.
Then we had a segment afterwards.
Oh yeah, but first talk about how much people erupted for Sasha Banks when she first came out, and I don't know if this means she's splitting up from Team Bad, Naomi and Tamina. She came out by herself with her own music, by the way. So I don't know if that means anything for that group or whatever, but apparently Sasha's going to be feuding with both Becky Lynch and Charlotte.
Yeah.
I don't understand why women have groups. They don't have a tag team division for women. So just why have them in groups? Just fucking split them. Let them all fucking fight each other.
Waste everyone's time. And then we had the main event, the Royal Rumble match for the WWE World Title, which is a mistake in itself.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was great back during '92 when they actually had a reason to really have it, other than this horribly plot-contrived reason to have the World Heavyweight Championship on the line.
You know, if Vince McMahon wanted the belt off of Roman Reigns, why didn't he make all of his henchmen, 2, 3, 4?
Just jump in the ring and...
Why
throw
didn't he
him-
make them go out first and eliminate him instead of just waiting to go in each by number, night by number? And then they killed him to death later in a segment during the matchup where they weren't even focusing at all on the match. We had a terrible segment of the League of Nations just beating Roman Reigns down, putting him through an announcer's desk, and then just leave him there. Why? Then they did a fucking stretcher job on him.
Roman Reigns didn't even get on the stretcher, he just left.
Yeah, he just left.
And you'd have to be an idiot to believe that Roman Reigns would not come back for that. So why do it if you're not trying to build any suspense?
Because this show sucked.
You know he's going to be back. Any person with a brain in their head knows he's going to be back, so why on earth would you do it?
Because they were trying to catch the people without the brains, Savage. I don't know.
think it was a
I'm
hard-
pretty sure you were one without the brains as well, gentlemen.
No, I'd say like, all right, who's left? Blah 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 blah. You know, like and Roman Reigns. I'm like, oh yeah, and Roman Reigns.
Because they put so much emphasis on the fact that Roman Reigns left, you couldn't forget about the fact that he did leave. They tried to pull off that the spot that they do every year where some guy hides in the ring or is off to the side or whatever, and then comes in towards the end and almost wins or whatever. But this time they executed it so poorly that you couldn't even recognize it as that spot. It's reminiscent of almost a couple of years ago, and who was it? Was it The Miz or something? Where he got not eliminated, but he got thrown out the ring or something, and they kept pointing out the fact that he was still in the Rumble, even though they were trying to build a suspense that, oh, he might be out of the Rumble anyway.
What is it? What like? Okay, so
He
you're
was
mad
out-
that they didn't build suspense, or
If you do something like that, at least try to build suspense for it.
so
Don't
you wanted them just to build more suspense to it?
if you're going to do it, period.
Okay.
If you're going to do something that doesn't make any sense like that, at least make it cool. They just jumped him and then...
Paul
didn't even-
Levesque won the Royal Rumble tonight. Someone asked, sorry. I say the highlights was AJ Styles debuting,
Well, that's some really weird theme music, by the way.
and Kevin Owens.
Who eliminated him.
Kevin
So,
Owens.
well, he
was,
said, quote, "Welcome to WWE," before throwing him out of the ring.
Kevin Owens was a highlight, and so
And so
was
Sami Zayn. So it
WWE's
looks like
backward ass logic when it comes to if you don't enter the ring before the next person comes out, you're eliminated. How that didn't transfer over to this year's Royal Rumble, because same thing happened to The Miz and he wasn't eliminated. So fuck them. So technically Curtis Axel is still in the Royal Rumble. Well, I guess not anymore. But
Well, not anymore, bro.
yeah, because he finally got to the fucking ring. Because when Miz was on commentary fucking around, he never entered the ring, and then the next guy came out and Jack Swagger or someone fucking came out and overlapped his entrance, which that should have been Miz being eliminated, but no. Inconsistency.
I don't know, but I've heard a law of WWE that stated that if you didn't get in the ring by the time the next person does, then your spot is now void.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what I'm saying, but it didn't happen to The Miz. It happened to Curtis Axel last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, first person in the Rumble was Roman Reigns, then Rusev, then Styles, then Breeze. Breeze was automatically taken out. He was fucking buried to shit. So was Curtis Axel. Chris Jericho lasted a while. Kane lasted a little bit. Then it was Goldust, Ryback, Kofi Kingston. Who wants to announce the great Kofi spot this year?
Alright, you can do it, Dazz.
Well, he got shown over the top rope and then he landed on, well, tried to land on fucking
Yes,
Big
it looked
E's
terrible.
shoulders. It was really fucking shit.
Oh, God damn
You
it.
got a good reaction out of the crowd, but the only reason why they did is simply because of his New Day. That's it.
Titus O'Neil, R-Truth, fucking R-Truth, who comes down to the fucking ring, pulls out a ladder, sets up a ladder in the middle of the fucking ring, climbs to the very top, looks up to grab an object that's not there, and then looks down and is very sad.
That was really lame, by the way. That
Yes.
was real
This
lame.
whole fucking show is lame.
I think they're trying to build on that fucking R-Truth.
Yeah,
being
they're
fucking-
still doing the gimmick from a fucking year ago when he was still in the IC Championship. That's what they're still doing. The gimmick is that R-Truth is a fucking idiot. He's Eric Young from years ago in TNA.
Yeah. It's like people actually, kind of cared about Eric Young.
Who fucking gives a shit about fucking Truth? Ron Killings, man. You poor bastard. Ah, fuck. Then we had Luke Harper, who was excellent, by the
man.
way.
What a fucking G. Oh my god.
Luke Harper's the fucking man. He's also a big highlight. Stardust, Big Show, Neville can sell like a champ still. Who's useless tot that can't wrestle, Daz?
Useless twat that can't wrestle is Braun Strowman.
Why'd you say lobster?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's what they mean. Okay. Yeah, then we had Braun Strowman, who was okay in this Rumble, actually. Kevin Owens, Dean Ambrose, Sami Zayn. Who's White Sheep guy? Eric Rowan?
Yeah.
Eric Rowan. We had Sexual Chocolate, a.k.a. Mark Henry. Brock Lesnar, Jack Swagger, The Miz, Alberto Del Rio, Bray Wyatt, Dolph Ziggler,
Sheamus.
29, Sheamus, and then Triple H. And it came down to,
Dean Ambrose, Triple H.
yep, and Triple H won.
It was really fucking shit as well. Really shit.
If you have Triple H win, at least execute it right.
Well,
I would have
it's
figured
just-
that if like Roman Reigns and Ambrose like the last two in there, and then right before they fight, brother on brother, then Triple H comes out and tosses them both out. That would have made it look all the more better instead of Triple H getting beaten up by nearly everyone who was in the ring already.
Now, see, what I wanted to happen was, right, Reigns eliminating Sheamus, which happened. Then Reigns and Ambrose looking at each other and then look at Triple H to go beat the crap out of him. And as Reigns walks over Triple H, Ambrose fucks Reigns out, and then Triple H walks over the rope. Massive heel turn by Ambrose, turn on Reigns, and then fucking Ambrose is face of the company. But no, that's not smart. And then fucking when fucking Ambrose threw Triple H over the ropes, he hit him twice with a knee, and he stayed there. But then Triple H just fucking flips him over. Fuck that.
It was poorly executed.
This whole
bad.
show was poorly executed.
You know, I agree with you that it wasn't executed the best it could be, but I will go on record of saying this Rumble was better than both 14 and 15. I didn't come away from this Rumble with the sour feelings that I did for both 14 and 15.
The only good thing about this Rumble, you didn't know who's going to win.
Yeah, the unpredictability factor. Even though we all kind of knew, we had an idea of who.
Yeah, why would we get someone over in this fucking company? Why? We have Triple H. He's still employed. He's been top guy for fucking nearly 20 years. Let's reuse him.
Yeah, I guess he still has more to give, I guess, to put Reigns over at WrestleMania, if that's just still the deal.
That doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't. He could have fought Roman Reigns, but have fucking Reigns retain here tonight. If it's gonna be him and Triple H, have Reigns win the just retain it.
They could do that, but then again, what material could they possibly fill 9 more Raws of them trying to stack the odds?
What are they going to do now? Just a rematch? They could have... Triple H didn't have to be in the Royal Rumble. And then Vince could say, now you have to face fucking Triple H, the great King of Kings, who's buried every single motherfucker in the entire business.
Okay, if you have Reigns retain, he can't go into WrestleMania with that belt and keep it. Because the whole story they're trying to tell is Roman Reigns...
Why can't he?
The reason why is because that's not the story they're trying to tell. He can't have the prize already going into the event where he's supposed to get that prize. And
then why did he lose it? Okay.
He lost it because they want him to get it back at WrestleMania.
So they can do another title change within 6 months?
Yes. That is their plan. As idiotic as it is, that is their plan.
How do you know that's the plan?
It's obvious. When do you see?
I do not think it's that obvious.
Okay, alright, so tell me, do you honestly believe that Roman Reigns is going to get that title back at the Fastlane?
Yeah, because I think they're planning a really big show for Fastlane, actually.
So you see the champion, the face champion, retaining the belt at WrestleMania and overcoming the odds. Then that almost completely denotes the entire reason.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know the plan. I have no idea what the plan is. That this match was fucking shit, and I'm tired. I don't need to see Triple H. I don't need to see another guy who's not on Raw, who doesn't wrestle. I don't need to fucking see that anymore. I don't need to see a part-timer guy win a Royal Rumble and go to WrestleMania.
That's true. A lot of people had their money on
Talk
Lesnar.
about predictable. If you're gonna do Reigns and Triple H at WrestleMania,
I'm pretty sure they set that up even at TLC. That was the big thing they're building to.
they could have done that without the title.
They could have, but who are going to be the people fighting for the title? Because no one's at their height now.
Well, especially now,
height.
no one's at the fucking height because he won the Royal Rumble. They can't establish a top guy when Triple H wins the Royal Rumble.
Exactly, but then again, you don't really need the Royal Rumble to always have to establish a freaking
No, but it
top
sure does
guy.
fucking help if you can't book correctly.
It'll help, yeah. It'll definitely help.
Well, your question was who's gonna fight for the title? Like, whoever wins the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, but who's gonna be at that level? You can't.
I don't know. No one is because they won't establish guys because Triple H won it.
Exactly, but here's the thing: when you have people
I just think this was a terrible idea for Triple H to win, and I'm disappointed and annoyed because who wants to see Triple H as the world champion in 2016?
he's not. It's not like he's gonna be on Raw defending it.
Oh, well, no
Or it's not
shit,
like he's
because
gonna be
he's
on
a like,
SmackDown
who
defending
fucking
it.
who wants
He's
to?
just going to hold it, and that's what no one wants to
It's
see.
not
from Triple H.
an accessory. It's the world championship. That's the thing. Like
What they're treating it as now is that damsel in distress type thing, where they just have the belt, like saying "Help me, Roman, help me," where he's holding the belt hostage from Roman in a way. And at WrestleMania, he's going to get it back and save it to get everyone that supposedly feel-good moment.
uh-huh.
They're not really going to do all that much at Fastlane. I don't know what they have planned for Fastlane, but the long-haul plan is for Roman Reigns to get that title back and face Triple H at WrestleMania to do that.
Again. So he can win the his third world title
Yes.
on the fourth pay-per-view.
His third world title within his, second year of being a singles competitor?
He won it Survivor Series. That's so Survivor Series TLC. When did he win the world title? The next night after TLC. So that's
Yep.
about 1 month span right there. And then loses it on his third month right there, or on the second month, I guess. Oh, it'd be 3 months from Survivor Series to TLC. So that's 3 months right there, and then wow. This is
Unless
such a-
they have, it's very clear they have Lesnar and Wyatt gonna be in a feud for WrestleMania. Don't know who they're gonna have Jericho face. Most likely Ambrose, simply because of Jericho's the one that was eliminated by Ambrose, and the last time we seen them have an interaction was at Night of Champions, where the
six-way.
whole
Six
six-way
tag team.
thing, where Jericho was that man. So I doubt WWE has long-term booking like that, but they probably might, just for that one match. That's it. But other than that, I didn't walk away from this completely disappointed like I did for the past 2 years. There weren't another thing I had a problem with, where there weren't very many surprises in this Rumble at all, other than AJ Styles, and he himself couldn't save the Rumble. So that's pretty much it. My opinion, anyway. My assessment of the pay-per-view, but yeah,
The first 20 minutes were good,
they were great.
and some parts of the Rumble were good. Other parts were very lame. But
Yes.
overall, the show was a thumbs in the middle.
Yeah, it was. You
Daz,
didn't
what
walk
do you
away
think?
extremely happy, but yeah.
Of course not. Daz, what do you think?
Can we not do this next year?
Perhaps if the show is real bad. Like they have Roman Reigns win it next year.
That's better than Triple H winning it.
Oh boy, I think a lot of people would disagree with that.
I literally would. I think I would have liked Santino and Barella coming and to eliminate everybody. That would have been more enjoyable.
When Santino returned on freaking Slammy's night, no one cared. They already
I
forgot.
cared.
Alright, that's gonna go ahead and wrap up for the review for tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. That's gonna conclude our Royal Rumble review. Yeah, that was the show.
It was rather painful. The ending was rather painful.
Yeah, the whole show was pretty painful, besides the opener. But you guys can go ahead, look at the description, check out our channels and whatnot, and see you guys later. Night.